All right, I'm turning the music down.
Almost done passing the link places. Let's see.
Alrighty. Say something for me real quick. I can see that I'm coming in loud and clear on the back end.
What's good, everyone? Everything coming in through on my end?
I can see you just fine on the back end. You're loud.
My icon's going through?
Yep.
Hey. All right, good.
Alrighty. We are live. Firstly, before I even take care of intro, I want to apologize for having so much stuff to do last weekend, not scheduling the show. And this is the first time this has happened in 25 episodes. Give me a break, right? But I literally forgot that I'd scheduled the show for last Thursday. So, sorry. But at least I can wish everybody a happy early Halloween. There may or may not be a Halloween Dread Quest. But anyway, without further ado. What's going on, dear viewers? This is your gracious host, Kaine Walker, back with another episode of the Monkey Paw. This is going to be episode 26, where we document the downfall of mainstream Western entertainment, and I'm joined with my co-host, Soups. How you doing tonight, bro?
What's good? It's good, everybody. Not for once, it doesn't sound like I'm being delayed by the audio, so that's good.
Yeah, that was a pretty immediate response. Wherever you are right now, I'm going to need you to mark that on your map and fast travel there whenever we have a show, because this is like the best audio quality we've gotten in weeks from you. And do I have access to the soundboard from in here? I don't. Damn, I did.
I thought you did. Huh.
No. If I did, I would do the clap thing. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Yeah, give it up for Soups. Go. I have my instant soundboard on here. I forgot about that. But anyway, It's been a real week, man. Like, there's been a lot of stories related to people dead set on trying to kill the gaming industry, which will never happen, and we'll get into why that is here in a second. But there's people. First of all, remember all those years ago when people were trying to tell us we're crazy or like we're making it up when we say that people are deliberately shoving political messages into all our favorite pastimes? It's kind of odd how, for some reason, in this year in particular, they have been completely mask off, and they're not even denying it anymore. And it's to a different degree than about 2 or 3 years ago. Like they just don't give a shit anymore. And it's not just comic books like I remember it being. Now it's gaming, movies, and TV, everything. Like they're more brazen than ever about it. Go ahead.
Hey, Kaine.
What's up?
I don't know if the audience is hearing it, but you kind of scratch it a bit on my bit there.
Let me get 1 second.
Just double check on that.
Yeah, let me check on the back end to see if I'm coming in. I sound clear on the back end. How do I sound now? I just restarted the audio engine.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Just while you were just talking there, you just kind of lagged a bit. It's weird, but keep going.
No, I was just talking about how years ago we were being gaslit into believing that what we were seeing was a lie when it wasn't, and now pretty much everyone's everyone.
Wait,
on the
one thing I want to add.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Sorry, I was gonna say, but I wanted to add to that. It's funny how they went from "oh, it's not true," "you're crazy,"
Yeah.
"it's not real," to, and then it changed to, "okay, it's happening, but that's a good thing."
Exactly. Like I was just about to say that. Like, okay, it's happening, but there's some convenient excuse that makes it okay. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, oh my god. This week there have been 3 topics in particular that stuck out the most because, again, there's some bad actors in this week is going to be gaming. That's pretty much the only thing that's really been making active waves in the news cycle. When it comes to movies, the Minecraft movie is going to be trash. We already know that, but as far as gaming, there's been a lot of chatter from some of these activists masquerading as creators. And I want to go ahead and open up with our first article. Give me a sec. It's going to be our favorite consulting company again, guys. I hope you're excited.
Oh, boy. It's funny how every time you think we've hammered them enough, they just keep coming back for more, man. They just keep crawling back out of their hole and just.
I mean, they're not gonna stop.
There's more material to knock them down on, man.
They don't have an exit plan, man. They're just gonna keep going, but we'll have more material to report on every couple weeks, so it's fine. It's not like anyone who's been paying attention is gonna suddenly buy their products and they're gonna be a success. It's not how it works, but. This article is going to be coming from That Park Place, and it goes, it reads, Sweet Baby Inc. employee admits goal is burning the games industry to the ground. Now, I already gave you a brief intro earlier about me thinking that's not going to happen, but as we go through this article, I'm going to detail, exactly why I think it will never happen, right? So, there's the face of the individual. Cameron Wild.
One of the
Go ahead.
I don't want to sound mean, but is anyone surprised that a perpetrator looks like that? Smells like the usual suspects, man, is all I'm saying.
The usual suspects. Oh, man. Let me zoom this out, actually, because it's hard for me to read on the back end. It's at 200%. Now it's at 175. It looks good on your end, I believe. Says here, a Sweet Baby Inc. employee named Cameron Wild, who claims to be non-binary, admitted that his goal is burning the games industry to the ground. And this is a reference to Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Featuring Sweet Baby Inc. in the credits. In a presentation titled How to Get Away with Murder, Subverting Genre Expectations at the Game Developers of Color Expo, discovered by YouTuber Kirsche? Is it Kirsche or Kirsch? I know they're a VTuber.
Kershaw.
Kirsche. Okay. Wild introduces himself saying he is a narrative designer and sensitivity reader with a company called Sweet Baby Inc. Wild, who according to Moby Games, worked on Tales of Kinzera, I'm fucking it up, I'm sorry. Tales of Kinzera, Zao, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, Alan Wake 2, The Crest Motorfest, Kingdom 80s, or is that 80s? I'm just gonna say Kingdom 80s, and God of War Ragnarok, then declared the stories we tell each other are way more than entertainment. There's your problem right there. No one gives a shit about... Maybe I'll explain that later too, but anyway. They're how we create, debate, and preserve our collective values and beliefs. Excuse me. And we can and should make better, more expansive, more representational content. There's an entire video on this. Okay. Now I'm thinking I should do a breakdown in this video at some other point. I had no idea that this expo even took place. It seemed like it'd be an interesting idea for a solo topic. Hey, what's going on, Toast? Thanks for showing up.
It always kind of...
Long time not see.
You know what surprises me?
Mm-hmm. What does?
You know what surprises me, but at the same time doesn't, is when people just outright state their intentions. Like, it's like I always think that they would rather keep it hush hush, like how they started off. But then you look back at, but then you
well,
find
they have
this
the power
stuff.
now. They have the power now. There's no reason to stay quiet.
They have the power, but at the same time they're losing like all influence and such.
Yeah, from our
I mean,
times
at
they
least I
are.
think they
Even normies are starting to become wise to
catch on.
Yeah, they're trying to catch on. I mean, they're starting to catch on, excuse me. Or actually, no. At this point, it's pretty safe to say they have caught on. Now, what we consider a normie is never going to be as immersed in the ideological understanding as people like us. Because, like, I don't even know what it's a byproduct of. Is it a byproduct of actually being a part of these subcultures? Which I think that's a huge part of it. Or is it a byproduct of being in the political realm? I really don't think it's a byproduct of the second one. Or I guess I would say the latter. Because before any of this shit, I didn't care about politics at all. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say no. It's I definitely believe it's not. It was not because of people recognize political recognition. Because like you were just saying, and hell, I was the same way too until 2019 when the whole and cancel culture was popular and they got Vic Mignogna off his voice acting career. That's
Crazy.
what woke me up and had me on the road of looking up all these news and then seeing the army to just progressively get worse and worse and worse, and then finding companies like
Progressively
this
worse.
existing. Yeah, progressively worse. And who's the movement behind that? Oh, the one that's being progressive, I guess. No, but a reason I say that is because most people, I feel like most people in the real world just think about politics a lot. Like, especially not when they're just playing games or watching anime or movies.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Well, think about this stuff.
I'm fairly certain most of the people who are involved with any facet of the culture war didn't give a shit about politics like at all, or ideologies, or any of this garbage going on right now. So I think I just answered my own question. It's got to be a byproduct of being an active fan in these subcultures and then just watching them all die one by one. Sucks.
And getting alienated and kicked out of your fandom groups
Your
because
own groups, dude.
you
Like
don't
your own places that you made.
own groups, yeah.
But before we
Yeah.
keep going off on the tangent, let me read a little bit more of the article. I think we're a quarter of the way through. Give me a sec. There's another thing going on with Kim Belair. There's another article being linked from here. It says Sweet Baby Inc. CEO Kim Belair continues to play victim and attempts to deny her company's goal is to wokeify games. I mean, she can't fucking deny it anymore because one of her employees just said their goal is burning the game industry to the ground. So, like,
Right.
what the fuck? They can't. They literally can't. Somebody put their name and their face on that. It could be a pseudonym, but somebody at least put their face on that. But anyway, goes on to say, then in a slide titled "Cool, so why am I here?" one of the bullet points states, "Burning the games industry to the ground." Dude, look at this shit. Let me open this shit in a new tab. Hold on. Look at this shit. Burning the games industry to the ground. And then there's the Sweet Baby Inc. logo in hell, where it belongs. But still, it completes the symbolic message. I can't look at this without seeing Elmo anymore, by the way. But you get the point.
Whoa.
These
It's not Elmo.
These people are fucking insane.
Elmo could never.
Meme. I don't know if you've seen that meme where he's like having his hands raised. Anyway.
Yeah, I know the Elmo meme with the inhale gif.
Yeah, like, these people are fucking insane. Oh yeah, I guess this is a good point. Good place to segue into why they'll never burn the games industry to the ground. Yeah, no. This is not how markets work. You don't just burn a market to the ground. As long as there is a demand, there's a market. They're never going to burn the games industry to the ground. They might take a few companies with them, but as long as customers are there, no one who's looking at life-changing money from a distance and has the ability to create anything is just going to watch that shit sit there. They're going to scrape the whole plate. They're going to want every dollar that you can give them. And it really doesn't matter whether it's because they're passionate about making games or whether they just want to make some fucking money. As long as they're willing to give you what you want, you shouldn't give a fuck either way. What you should be doing is critiquing their every fucking move. And as long as they're giving you what you want, you reward them. And in the second that they don't, you cut everything off. But anyway, this is already untrue. And we already see signs that it's never going to happen because there's tons of indie developers making games at this very moment. Like, I have like...
You know how, yeah.
My bad, let me finish the last point. I have a bunch of games in my... my Steam wish list that haven't even dropped yet. And a lot of them will be out. And a lot of them will be dropping this December. So good fucking luck, Cameron Wild. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, when you noted that they might take some companies down with them, I was gonna say, honestly, I don't feel bad for like the companies that end up going down.
Me either.
With Sweet Baby Inc. Because like, why would you take the money? Why would you take that kind of money, man? And let this happen.
A lot
Why
of
would
them
you
were
burn
on the
away your
brink.
credibility?
Well, a lot of it has to do with them being on the brink of bankruptcy, which they're not going to tell you that, right? Obviously, that's not every single case, but with companies like Capcom especially, and Marvel almost went under in our lifetime. Like, they almost went bankrupt and, like, would have probably ceased to exist if they weren't bailed out by Disney. That happened very recently. So a lot of it is because these companies are already not doing well, and then they need to be bailed out by BlackRock and I forgot the other companies. But yeah, that's part of it. But continue.
So basically, like how Razorfist explained in his videos about like Warner Brothers, Marvel, they were going down under, and then so they
yeah, go broke,
these
go
type of
woke, ultimately
companies.
fucking croak. Yo, what's good, Sham? Nice of you to join us. Bruce, I
Then
see
I
you in
guess
the
that
chat too.
brings
What's
up
up, man?
another.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Just brings up the other question of why did they get why did they wind up near bankruptcy in the first place?
That's the thing. That's a great question. I have no idea. I don't remember. For Marvel in particular, I really can't remember. It had to be because they already had some activists behind their on their payroll that were like trying to influence the culture anyway. Like even before they had Disney buy them out. But I don't remember. Like it was so long ago, I don't remember anymore. I would have to literally go dig up that history. I have to look up why they were so close to bankruptcy in the first place. That's a good question, though. Can't remember. Anything else you want
Oh,
to add before I continue?
a little off topic, but a friend asked me to ask you this since it's been a while, and I'm about to forget again, but I'm gonna ask anyways.
Okay.
Are you any got any plans of putting this up on Spotify, or are you going to keep this YouTube?
Oh nah. If I okay, it would be great for me to put episodes of my podcast on Spotify or on any other podcast hosting service. So I should be looking at getting that done sometime soon. Um, I have thought of that before. I just never put it into action because I've been very busy with all the other things I'm doing. But that's definitely going on the list because I did want that to be a thing anyway. I'll probably start doing research on that soon. Go ahead.
Also wanted back to topic. I wanted to ask. I think it might have had something to do with just in general, like the qualities of the comics just were kind of going downhill. In the was it 2000s, right? That's when they were starting to get bought out.
Yeah.
I think that was when Marvel got the Spider-Man characters bought by Sony. Like,
A lot of things happened
I
at
feel like
once, but to answer your question, yeah, the general quality of the comic books themselves, even without talking about the politics being injected into them, were going down. Like we would see YouTubers talk about the print quality, especially for us in particular. Eric July would talk about the print quality of these books being like fucking baking sheets and what did he call it? Baking paper, like fucking wax paper, tissue paper type.
yeah,
Yeah,
sandpaper.
not sandpaper. They couldn't afford that. But anyway, yeah. So I think that had a lot to do with it as well. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Marvel wasn't really making the majority of their money from their comic book sales, and Eric also divulged when you look up the history of Marvel Comics, possibly DC Comics as well, but at the time he was talking about Marvel Comics, it's never been a profitable company. Like ever. It's always had a parent company and it's never really profited on its own and stood on its own. If it had to, it would have probably gone out of business long before they had the chance to be bought out by Disney. I never knew that, man. Like I was shocked to find that out because I know I was reading the shit. Well, at the time, my dad was the one buying my comic books for me, and unfortunately, by the time I was old enough to buy my own comics, all different Marvel was coming the fuck out. So I wasn't gonna buy woke ass books. That just wasn't happening. You know what I mean? But yeah, um,
That's pretty sad, man. Like to know that since forever that these I guess Marvel and DC, I feel like DC was in that same boat too. I don't know, because they were going like near bankruptcy before Marvel, if I remember correctly. They were bought out first by Warner Brothers, and then Marvel was getting bought out by Sony at the time, and then Fox, and then later on Disney. And Disney was going on buying everybody else. As they never bought Warner Brothers and bought DC.
how much media
I'm really
Disney
surprised they never went
owns?
that far.
How much media Disney owns is its own video by itself? Fucking A. You're probably investing in
Yes.
Disney and don't even know it. Like they have so it's ridiculous. Go ahead and finish your point.
I mean, there's a whole Thanos meme about it, where just every stone is just another company Disney owns.
We're
No, but I was just gonna say like
almost.
it's pretty sad.
I was about to say we're almost halfway through the article. Go ahead and finish your thought, and I'll continue because they're going into detail about what's in the actual presentation from this guy.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's pretty sad that most of these companies for have are just been owned by somebody else from the beginning. They never actually got to be something themselves, you know?
They always had a parent company, and they were funneling in money through other ventures to provide resources to make comic books. It was crazy to hear, but before I go on another diatribe, I'm going to continue on with the article. It says in the next slide titled "So Why Am I Here?" One of the bullet points states to prove that space where I'm sorry. My God, man.
Uh,
To prove that space where whiteness doesn't have to live is where some of the best stories are told. Like, what, you fucking loser, bro. You have to look at every. It's a competition, bro. There's not enough black people in a. There's not enough black people in a space that's started by white people. I can't relate to any character that's not a black. Like it's so fucking. It's
is it
the
safe to
victim
say?
mentality is exhausting. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is it safe to say that these people have effectively replaced the KKK as current hate group of the generation?
Uh, in a way, yes. In a way, yes. They don't burn crosses on your lawn, but they will fuck up your mythos.
No, they just burn your. They will burn your games on the cross.
They'll burn your game in straight to the ground. Yeah. My God. I picture one of them just dragging the games industry to your front lawn and just pouring gasoline all over it, throwing a match in it. Never mind. Anyway.
it's just, it's just your PlayStation console is just
This is loser shit.
hung on a hung on a cross and then lit up like a Christmas tree. God.
With the way they're selling the PS5 Pro, I might enjoy that. But before we get off into another rabbit hole of jokes, this is some loser shit. To prove that space where whiteness doesn't have to live is where some of the best stories are told. Like white people live rent free in these people's heads. Like, I swear to fucking God, bro. Like, ugh. Anyway. Wild explained, a lot of us who are really fighting for more inclusive games and storytelling don't have a choice when it comes to discomfort. Whatever the fuck that means. A lot of us who are just existing don't have a choice. Again, whatever. Which makes this really hard often. But recently I started realizing that discomfort or the place where white. I started realizing that discomfort or the place where a whiteness doesn't have to live is where some of the best stories are told. And it's where genre storytelling lives. What the fuck did any of that mean, man?
When did since when did white people become a genre of storytelling?
I don't fucking know. Like, but what is it? What did they even say? What did they say? I don't know what they said. My God, bro. Whatever. Oh, okay. So, another article. Sweet Baby Inc. CEO Kim Belair admits she wanted to take over the video game industry. Okay. Later in the presentation, Wild explains why Blazing Saddles is his favorite film.
I've never seen Blazing Saddles.
Wait, is Blazing Saddles... Hang on. I don't want to be wrong about this. Is Blazing Saddles a movie about gay cowboys, or is it not?
Look it up, actually.
I need the cliff notes on that.
Let's see.
Appreciate all the mods for being here. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
They have mods?
Yes, everyone with a blue wrench is a mod.
Hey,
Even Sham came, and I don't even know if he cares about the culture war stuff.
Let's let me see. I'm reading on Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia, but let's see. It's American satirical postmodernist Western
Oh,
black
we are
comedy film
Venom.
directed by Mel Brooks.
It's a what Western?
American satirical postmodernist Western black comedy film directed by Mel Brooks. That was a mouthful.
Okay, maybe it's not gay. There's still probably a good chance it's gay, and I'm gonna assume it is because it makes it funnier, but it might not be. Anyway, explains why Blazing Saddles is his favorite film. Go ahead.
I think it's just more. I was gonna say. I think it's more centered on like. I think it's more centered on like black people, like black comedy, like I don't want to say the Medea movies, but
Medea
that's how it's sounding like. That's what
Medea in the
the Wikipedia
Wild
is phrasing
West.
it
Don't
like.
give them any ideas. Don't give them.
Oh, you
Oh,
like nobody. Come on, man. Somebody would watch that. Somebody's gonna watch
Medea in the Wild West. No. Okay. Anyway, moving on. The reason why I love it beyond some truly Mel Brookian slapstick humor and fart jokes. Blazing Saddles is extremely aware of social inequality and finds its humor in that darkness, which means I can laugh
That's
in a
what
way
I was
that is
saying.
cathartic. What'd you say?
That's what I was trying to say. It's like it's gonna be about the black people, black race, and my racism, things like that.
More
That's
racism. Don't you put that evil on me, cats. I see that fucking Lenny face. Don't do this. Don't do this.
I
No.
see it. I see
Toast.
it.
Put the R. Kelly lyrics away, okay? No. Fuck. Anyway. I can laugh in a way that is cathartic. It's a movie that isn't making jokes about me, but for me. And I think that's really awesome. Oh, man. My black struggle, misery porn. Don't know whether to cry or jack off. My God, these people are fucking sick in the head, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. They have to be sad about some shit every morning, bro. Whatever. Because you can just tell in the text, but it's also a fact that Brooks worked with black writers to make sure the jokes came at the expense of whiteness and chipped away in an absurd social hierarchy. It's deliberately and unexpectedly a narrative that contributes, to the liberation of people like me. This is so excruciating to read.
Because it's all about me. Me.
This shit is excruciating, dude. Like, they have no identity. They have nothing. They are no better and no deeper and no more contextual than their fucking pigmentation, bro. They're losers. That's all they have to live for. Oh, my God, dog. It isn't respectful. It's offensive. Go ahead.
I just wonder, how can certain people grow up to be so shallow like that? Like,
I don't know. It's taught behavior, but
like everyone grows up with a dream of being something or wanting to do something with their lives for the future with purpose.
No, but like,
how do you?
It's not. No, okay. The really bad thing about this is that it's not just about black pride, which is a message that a lot of us can resonate with, especially whenever we look at stories like The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith, and stories like that. I can't think of very many others right now. I'm just on the spot, but you get the point. People can get behind the message of Django Unchained was a good one too, believe it or not. People can get behind the message of not being a victim, which is where the best black stories come from, by the way. It is about rising above and not being a victim and claiming your agency from people who want to take it from you. These motherfuckers can't have a story like that without it fucking taking the other side down a peg. It's not about freeing themselves. It's about belittling the people they think are their enemies. And that's why this shit is sad. Like, they can't wake up They can't wake up a single morning without thinking about what white people are doing, and it's weird. I don't fucking get it. But continuing on with the article, it's deliberately and unexpectedly a narrative that contributes to the liberation of people like me. It isn't respectful, it's offensive. But yeah, it offends the right people. Which is to me the point of truly incisive, intentional genre work. I still don't know what the fuck the point of him explaining this movie is for this presentation. I don't get it. In one ironic moment during the presentation, Wilde did share a nugget of truth. Ultimately, if you're telling a story that misses its audience, that doesn't ring true, or fails to cut in the right direction, the problem isn't that it's just insensitive. The problem is it's bad. Wow. It's like he's so close to understanding our problems with the stories they put out now. Fucking A. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's like these people hate white people more than Mr. Turner hates Dinkelberg.
No, but you didn't sense the irony in him saying this? Dude, that's exactly
No,
what
no,
the
I was
fuck
talking
is...
before. I was talking about before.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
talking about before.
Okay, that's
The
relevant to
last time.
before.
In this one, oh yeah, it's
This irony is fucking cosmic, bro. Cosmic irony. It's insane. This describes them to a T. Here, I'll read it again. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to finish my food. I shouldn't be. I apologize. It says, ultimately, if you're telling a story that misses its audience, that doesn't ring true, or fails to cut in the right direction, the problem isn't that it's just insensitive. The problem is it's bad. Literally, we could use this quote. We could use this quote from one of their employees to bat down any criticism they have of the fucking audience, because someone from their company just put their face on this statement. I swear to God, bro, any modicum of self-awareness is by accident. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I want to respond
Crazy.
to what Cham said.
Mm-hmm.
An attempt to be less racist, they end up becoming more racist. I don't even think they're attempting to be less racist, like at all.
Who's trying to be less racist?
I think well, at least I think he meant that about uh, these guys, but
He's saying that about fucking Sweet Baby?
I'm let I don't know if
Start from
Cham's
the beginning.
watching.
My bad. I'm sorry. I might have thrown you off. Just start from the beginning. What are you trying to elaborate? I'm sorry.
I was saying I wanted to respond to what Cham was saying, because in the chat he says, in an attempt to be less racist, they end up becoming more racist.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact.
He clarified saying activists. Yeah, he clarified just now saying activists in general, but in this case, whoever did the interview.
That's
and
a
I was
fact.
saying, and I was trying to say, I don't think they were trying to be less racist at this point, man.
They weren't.
I don't.
They relished the opportunity to shit talk white people some more. They were not trying to be less racist. I really like this story because it makes fun of whiteness. that was, man. How do you live life like this? I don't get it.
I can't. It's like I can't tell what they want anymore. Do they not want racism anymore, or do they just want racism against white people?
They want racism, and they want racism against white people. They want to be victimized so that they have an excuse to exert what fake power they perceive they have. But they don't. But what they don't get, or perhaps they do, is that you can't be the victim and the oppressor at the same time. It's like all those stories where you're highlighting your black trouble, but meanwhile you have fucking super speed. Like, motherfucker, how does that work? How the fuck can you be a victim with superpowers?
Nice dig at the boys right there.
How? What racism? Like, whatever.
I mean, like, I just want to say you basically just jabbed that A train from the boys.
Even if you became even if you became a supervillain as a result of your superpowers, that very moment, you're not a victim anymore. You're an oppressor. You cause havoc against the people who wronged you. You're not a victim anymore. You're a threat. Threats can't be fucking victims. A victim of your own idiocy. I guess that's self-inflicted. It doesn't count. That's self-inflicted. It doesn't count. But I see your point. That's a valid point, Mina. Good shit, Mina. A victim of your own idiocy. Shooting yourself in the foot. 101. Go ahead.
I'm so glad I tagged some of y'all here, because y'all always bring some good stuff to the conversation.
Stop bringing up my evil twin. I see you in the chat. I swear to God.
Who said that?
Wayne, not Sham is in on it too. Fuck. Oh my God.
What's this evil twin joke I missed?
Read the chat, bro. Wayne Walker. I don't know why they started doing this shit, but they made up an evil twin for me. The idea is that he likes all the shit that I despise and everything I stand for. He's the opposite. It's so stupid. He's my Mr. Negative. Anyway, let me read some more of the article while they roast me in the chat. Go ahead.
It's funny to think about a multiverse where there exists a version of us that is just our complete ideological opposite.
Wayne Walker plays Honda. Anyway. However,
Wayne Walker played Bison on Street Fighter 4.
Fucking AI. However, he then points to Django Unchained, being an example of this. While explaining his point of view, Weil stated, so a context-free version of art is supposed to make people uncomfortable. Bro, the more shit he says, the more confused I get. What does this mean? Excuse me. A context-free version of art is supposed to make people uncomfortable. What does that mean?
So does that mean a blank canvas in an art museum makes everyone uncomfortable?
No, what he's trying to say. Let me see if I can boil down what he's trying to say.
I don't know what can you describe as a context-free version of art? Like art without any deeper meaning, like any themes?
No, we have to keep in mind his centerpiece. His centerpiece for this was Django Unchained. I keep saying Unchained. Unchained. So obviously, a story set in that time period dealing with, slavery and vehement anti-black racism and whatever characters that Leonardo DiCaprio represented, which, by the way, he was very uncomfortable playing that role, and it was actually Jamie Foxx who gave him the confidence to actually step into that role. And Jamie Foxx is the fucking GOAT, bro. No, Jamie Foxx. No, because Leonardo DiCaprio was very uncomfortable saying the N-word on set. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I remember that.
Had to help him find his center. Like, he had a man-to-man conversation with him on set, explaining, "Hey, man, this is just a movie. I am not your friend. I'm your slave. Act like my slave master. Once this conversation ends, we're not friends." Right? And he, like, the way I heard that explained was just gave me a whole new level of respect for Jamie Foxx as an actor, bro. It's like he's not perpetually offended by bullshit. He understands the context of the film. Anyway, a digression, but I had to point that out because it was just such an awesome story to hear. But anyway, what he's trying to illustrate is obviously a story like that is going to be offensive and it's going to make some people uncomfortable because of the subject matter in it. But here's the thing. whenever you make things like that, it's not necessarily to make people uncomfortable. It's to make people aware. It's to make people think about what happened in that time period, and it's to make them empathetic to the struggles of the people who are downtrodden of that time period. When you remove the context of that, you remove all meaning from the art, and you boil it down to just being to being shocking or unsettling without any of the substance that's supposed to be derived from those feelings in the context of that time period. That's why this shit is so sickening to me, because he just wants to make white people uncomfortable. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to make white people understand. He doesn't want to make white people relate to him or even identify with some sort of struggle that's similar in their own life. He doesn't want to like use a tragedy to bring people together. He wants to use it to mock, ridicule, scorn, and terrorize. That's what he wants to do. That's why this shit is so disgusting. Yes, some topics are going to make people uncomfortable, but that's not the goal. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I did watch Django Unchained. That was a pretty fun movie. And I heard the story about Leonardo DiCaprio being uncomfortable with the role, but I thought it was Samuel Jackson that had to talk with him.
I heard it was Jamie
You
Foxx.
say he's Jamie Foxx.
I heard Jamie Foxx first. See, now I have to fucking see. This is the trap I fall in when taking people's word for things because I trust them. Now I don't even know if it was Jamie Foxx or not. I hope it was Jamie Foxx, but I don't know anymore. Go ahead.
I wanted to add on though. I wanted to add on to that. Yeah, I wanted to add what you were saying about him not wanting to help white people understand or relate or anything like that. I think it boils down to he doesn't want to empathize with white people. Like he doesn't want to bring them, be friends with them.
He doesn't want to humanize white people or make them resonate with any sort of ill or anything. He doesn't want to move beyond victimhood.
Yeah, like I don't think there's like any like love in his heart or anything like that for at the end of the day he's bitter. I think that's what it comes down to.
To be fair, I did stop here because this is a quote that we did not finish. But given the context of everything else he said, I don't think I'm too off base. So let's continue. After this line, as an auteur, Quentin Tarantino feels like someone who grasps after edginess when they don't really have any human tragedy to explore the depths of. How the fuck do you know that? Never mind. I take back everything I just said. Now they're gonna attempt to be a fucking mind reader and, oh my god, you don't know Quentin's fucking life. For all you know, he could have been a meth addict or some shit. You have no fucking clue. You have no idea what kind of tragedy he's experiencing. Fuck it. They don't understand that growth comes from trauma, sure, but it also comes from joy. That thing that you're clearly lacking, because the only thing you can ever talk about is making fun of white people and making them feel uncomfortable and being a victim and all the fuck, man. Anyway, he holds.
Yeah, that is so rich. That is so rich coming from him.
Yeah, it's very rich, dude. Let me finish this last quote and you can give final thoughts, because I think we're almost done. We're almost done. He holds a no pain, no gain mentality that I think is unshakably rooted in white supremacist patriarchal values, Wilde asserted. So he doesn't have any deeper trauma to explore the depths of, but he has a no pain, no gain mentality.
Hold up.
Whatever. Go ahead.
So working through your pain, to overcome your obstacles is white supremacy now.
I have no idea. It was just a random.
like,
the more quotes I read from this person, the more confused I become. It's like they're speaking another fucking language. I have yet to grasp the point of anything they've said outside of hate of white folk. That's it.
You know, I shouldn't be surprised.
White supremacy is palpable. Go ahead.
I was gonna say same type of people that also called Pepe the Frog a symbol of pharmacy or some BS like that. So I
Yeah, but
shouldn't
it's
be
because
surprised
because
anymore.
it's something because it's something that brings the people they don't like joy. It's a great conduit for mockery of their side as well. Anything you like, it's a hate symbol. That's a fact. But anyway, let's read. We're almost at the end of this article. We're at 53 minutes. Been a great fucking discussion, but I do want to see. I want to have you for at least one other topic, man, because you said you might have to leave early.
Yeah.
Okay, so turning everyone's attention to this image here, because I think this is
Yeah.
something that's not going to be read later. If it is, I apologize, but it caught my attention. Death of the Edgelord. When the black critics came out with savage think pieces about Django, I couldn't have cared less. Excuse me. If people don't like my movies, they don't like my movies. And if they don't get it, it doesn't matter. Oh, that was a quote from Tarantino talking about the black critics who had something to say about Django, even though there were black actors on set who loved the movie. Anyway, in parentheses, I've read a little bit of it just looking at it, and he definitely takes the most uncharitable interpretation of what was said. I don't care what black people think. It's kind of suspicious coming from a guy who gathers them to him all the time. Yeah, that's not what the fuck he said. That's not what he
Listen
said.
to him all the time. What is that supposed to mean?
No,
Get
he interpreted the quote from Tarantino to say, I don't care what black people think, when that's not what the fuck he said. He said, if people don't like my movies, they don't like my movies. And if they don't get it, it doesn't matter. That statement is not about
yeah.
black people. It's about whoever the fuck. Black, white, purple, green, blue, orange, tangerine, fucking violet. Like, it's retarded. It's a statement that can apply to any race of person, and they just pick black out of the group. Anyway.
I've I just read the next quote on that next paragraph, but I'm not gonna say anything
Yeah,
yet.
we'll get to that in a second. The presentation then turns into a takedown of Tarantino, with Wilde stating, I do think Tarantino's work does need to be critiqued out of existence, and that he specifically has to be addressed in any discussion of that work, because Tarantino is capable of genre filmmaking, but the genre he's chosen with Django is blaxploitation. And
Oh
why
my
I have
god.
my own. Oh my god, this shit is so fucking. I can feel my soul leaving my fucking body, bro. Like, and why I
You're
have
on
my
mute,
own
Paul.
pet theories. While continued, personally, I think it's the same thing we see with any non-black creator who thinks that black people are cool but can't really examine the covetous nature of their feelings or their own role in black stories.
Oh, gee.
People who in life met a black person that they wanted to follow, fuck or befriend and never resolved it. The equivalent of a little boy pulling a little girl's pigtails, but it's a white filmmaker in black. Oh my god, bro.
What is he? Oh.
I don't know. I don't understand. Fucking, it's not for me to understand. This is just bile. It's just hatred. So if you're a white person and you'd ever take you ever took a liking to a black person, fuck you. That's a problem for some reason, and you don't understand the covetous nature of your feelings. How dare you like
So
black
now you
people,
white
you
people.
bigot? Fucking
Apparently,
kill me,
it's
dog. What do you want?
apparently because apparently it's racist to like black
It's
people
racist to
now.
like
You're
black.
God, we've come so it's become full circle.
Let's get through the rest of this shit. Let's get through the rest of this shit. I'm done.
We've come full circle.
I'm done, man. Let's get through the rest of this. After about 10 minutes of reviewing Django Unchained and comparing it to Blazing Saddles, Wilde declared, Arguably, Django Unchained should never have existed because the truth is some stories are not yours to tell. Unless you're willing to step out of the limelight as a white person, you aren't equipped to tell a story about a black experience. A black man's the main character. He kills several white people, bro. He's the fuck me. Anyway, however, if you are willing to put your own ego aside, well, you can go ahead and make Blazing Saddles something great. God damn it, bro. I can't do this. I can't.
I've already heard and I've already heard that bit before.
He then wrapped up the.
By that,
My bad. Finish.
say apparently we cannot write black characters in anything now. Yeah. Black, I guess.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
That in itself is just so racist.
This is cancer. It's cancer, dude. It's scarlet fucking rot, dog. I can't. He then wrapped up the entire presentation by sharing that good genre starts with... Every time I run into a buzzword, my soul just leaves my body. Good genre starts with representation on the creative team. The foundations of the project must be solid. You'll never get that with representation as the focal point. Wild also claims that the identity of your characters, specifically your heroes, must define their challenges in the narrative, but it must also define their charms. Django was a slave who got his freedom and took revenge on the people who wronged him. Never mind. Finally, Wild claims that good genre must consider its relationship to... So even if someone tells an accurate, good story about black people, fuck them because it's not their story to tell. That's just a screenshot that proves that this is coming from the slide in question. Anyway, we're finally at the end, to which they ask, what do you make of Wild admitting one of his goals is burning the games industry to the ground? It'll never happen. This entire presentation was a waste of time, and he'll never meet his fucking goal. Let's see what the fuck the audience is feeling about that dumpster fire, because I'm struggling right now after reading some of that.
I just find it astonishing that we're hearing all this talk from the most bullyable looking person I've ever seen in my life.
The most bullyable? That's crazy. Yeah, he does have a septum piercing and a greasy ass baby oil face. He does.
Oh,
his face looks like a glazed ham.
What? Speaking of Diddy, I just wanted to bring up another point because I feel like it also relates to Sweet Baby Inc. Why do all these people tell on themselves?
I don't know, man. I have no idea.
Like, even back when, like, with Insomniac Spider-Man 2, when I saw Kyle's video talking about where he showed the developers of the Spider-Man 2 game talking about how you want to give the people what they want, but then also give them something they don't want, quote unquote, don't want yet. But just put it in there long enough to the where they'll like it. I'm like, you just telling on yourself. Why would you admit that you're literally screwing the players over with a Trojan horse?
Wait, you're talking about the Spider-Man 2 thing where they're like, he almost said, we make them want... Fuck, I forgot.
He almost said give the players...
Quote. Go ahead.
He basically said, like, we're gonna give the players what they don't want.
Yeah, he almost said that, I believe, but he was like, we're gonna... What was the exact quote he said?
But at this... I don't have the exact quote in mind, but he basically said along the lines of, so we're gonna give the players what they want, but also give them something they not exactly know.
We have to look up the quote.
Give them something they don't know they want yet, but just keep it in there long enough to where they'll like it, or like along the lines of that. Basically, just saying, yeah, we're gonna give the players something they don't want, but shove it in there long enough that they're gonna force them to tolerate it.
I mean, we understand what he's getting at. It's essentially, we're not going to give you what you want. We're going to give you what we want you to have. That's what the fuck is going to happen. And you're going to like it. Like, it's not how that fucking works. Anyway, do y'all have any final... Does the audience have any final thoughts before we move on to the next topic? Just trying to see what everyone's feeling right now, or how everyone's feeling right now. Mina thinks that Cameron is projecting. They absolutely are. That's a fact. Toast thinks it's stupid that you can't write anything unless it's with your group. Specifically, anything that deals with your race or sex. So that's just stupid. That's loser shit. It's not a common mentality or goal or philosophy. Nope. Same skin color. Go ahead.
What?
I thought you were gonna talk.
Oh, I wasn't planning on talking yet, but now that you brought it up, I find it funny because even like colleges with college writing groups, writing classes, they don't teach that. Like they don't tell you like, oh yeah, just write within your own race. Like they tell you write what you know, but that doesn't mean write. You can only write your own race.
What are
They
Wayne
don't teach you
Calker's
that shit.
What are Wayne Calker's opinions on it? I don't fucking know what his opinions are. Fuck him. Likely the opposite. He probably loves this shit.
Just imagine a multiverse where we, like I said earlier, we just exist a complete ideological opposite of ourselves. Walk,
I would have to kill the entire
Wayne
multiverse.
where Wayne is just a soy boy and
Never.
never got bullied in school, and because of that, just never grew a purpose in life.
He never got bullied. That's why he's so lame. That's stupid. But,
I'm kidding with that.
nah, I got you. So I think we've gotten a pretty broad assessment of the people's feelings on that article. It's no one really likes it. They think it's shallow. They think it's kind of... I'm gonna add brain dead, but yeah, like it's ludicrous that they can't fucking write anything without black people being present, and that it always has to center around white people getting their comeuppance or some goofy shit like that. But anyway, speaking of woke shit, there's been a couple other things going on. I don't even know why I'm saying that. Everything we fucking show here is essentially gonna deal with mainstream leftist politics. It's gonna deal with the mainstream ideology being shoved into fucking everything. So I don't even know why I'm opening with that. But anyway, this next one's gonna be a game engine, and this one in particular is odd because it's not even... This isn't even a recent phenomenon. This has been going on for a while. With companies in general just taking socio-political stances out of nowhere when they have no business. Like, no one gives a fuck about Coca-Cola's opinion on fill in the blank, you know what I mean? Like, even that Rittenhouse Rye whiskey company had to come out and make a statement about how they're not affiliated with Kyle Rittenhouse or some stupid shit. It's like, you're a fucking whiskey company. And no one was even really thinking about that until you fucking said it. Why can't you just shut the fuck up and enjoy the increase in sales? Like, I don't get it. Why do you always have to come out and take a political stance on either side? Like, no one wants to hear from you. It's like the shut up and dribble thing with athletes too. Like, no one wants to hear about your political opinions if you're an entertainer or a company that's meant to fulfill a service for me. Just shut the fuck up and do what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
Go ahead, Susan.
Yes, shut up, LeBron. No one cares.
Did you want to say something before I opened?
Actually, no, not really. I just wanted to add that in.
Okay. So this next one is gonna be... The chat is really talking. They're building Wayne Calker lore. I fucking hate them.
I love it. Keep going.
They're making lore. Oh my god.
You know,
Okay,
this is
before
probably the most active I've seen the chat room in these streams. I'm actually very happy.
yeah, I'm glad they
Build
showed
is so
up.
good here.
I don't appreciate the Wayne Cocker lore. Fuck that guy. But anyway, Mina, before I read the Go.Engine stuff, Mina says, writing in your own race, write in your own race, so then James Cameron shouldn't write about blue aliens. Pretty much. You can't write about any fictional race either. Yeah, that's pretty stupid, right? I agree. It's a stupid mindset. But anyway, Go.Engine. Apparently, game engines are woke now. Well, then we won't complain. Show us your Wokot games below. So, this is the tweet that started everything dealing with the Go.Engine because somehow they hired a green-haired or whatever hair color they have, a danger-haired weirdo to run their page. And the person running the page, I think they are green-haired, blocked the fucking...
Yeah.
They blocked the CEO of the Go.Engine company, I believe. I don't know if they still have a job, but they blocked their boss. Like, it's crazy. And now everyone, okay, so they started blocking people who've never even interacted with them because of their political opinions. And now we have Hypnotic here in the fucking chat, goading them to block them. Block me, you woke piece of shit. I'm feeling left out. Because that's kind of a funny thing to do. You know, you wear certain people blocking you as a badge of honor. They still haven't blocked them, presumably out of spite. But anyway.
I hope you're still wearing that badge of honor from a certain comic book writer blocking you that one time.
Oh yeah, age stigma. We gotta keep. He fucking Tim Sheridan fucking blocked me. I've never talked about him or talked to him a day in my life. He just blocked the shit out of me. I don't know. Anyway.
Ooh.
In order to figure out. Go ahead.
Speaking of blocking people, I've also I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the new Mortal Kombat 11 DLC thing that came out, apparently gender bent Sector's
Sector and
actress also
Cyrax
started
are
going
now
on that.
women. Yes.
No, but I think that actress also started massive blocking people. No, it wasn't her. It was the actress of
Ghost of Yote.
Not Ghost of Tsushima sequels. Yeah, that woman started immediately blocking everybody as soon as the trailer dropped.
That's
like, no one even said anything yet.
That's something we could talk about too.
No one said anything yet.
Dude, that studio, was it Sucker Punch? I don't know what the studio is, but the studio that made Ghost of Tsushima had so much... Who was it?
Sucker Punch, yeah.
Who? Sucker Punch, okay.
It was Sucker Punch.
They had so much goodwill from their fans, and then they just fuck around and hire an activist. Why? Like, even, okay, if you had a female protagonist, that's one thing, but then we find out you hired a fucking activist to play the female protagonist. Like, what are we supposed to think, bro? Like, and then they're blocking fans from interacting with them, and I don't know what kind of comments they've made, but I hear that they've been making some wild comments as well. I don't know that to be true because I didn't do the research, but I hear that too. I know they're blocking people for a fact. I saw that. It's wild. Like, why would they do that? That's another topic for another time. We're on Go.Engine. This article is going to be from GameFromScratch.com on the Go. Community Firestorm. So this tweet that I just showed you on Twitter is what started the entire community outrage surrounding this game engine. And it has to do with, like I said before, to set this up, companies who are supposed to provide me a service having political opinions. Like, you're a games engine and anyone can use your fucking product. Why the hell are you advertising woke ideology and like, what's the point of this, right? So we're gonna get into why everyone is so I don't want to say hysterical. Why everyone is so upset about Go.Engine being the way it is, right? So I'm gonna start reading from the top here. It says, over the weekend, a firestorm erupted in the Go. Community. It was started by this initial tweet on Friday afternoon, screenshot right here. This resulted in a large negative response against the Go. Community team. In handling the response, they moderated hard, with most major individuals on the Go. Team switching to protected comments, as well as a wave of blocks, such as this one from a person named Starkim from Life Art Studios. I have been blocked. Guess what? I'm a titanium level backer for the Godot Fund. Guess what my next move is? Of course, like you fucking idiots. You fucking retards. You're blocking the people who give you money to provide infrastructure and upgrades or whatever the fuck it is for your service. Why are you doing this? Just blocking whoever the fuck. You just lost the backer.
This is the funniest. This is the funniest. You know that Tom and Jerry meme where Tom sticks a shotgun through the hole in the wall
And it
and it
loops
comes out the
around.
end of it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it loops around pointing back at him. This is exactly that situation.
Bro, look at the tweet that got them blocked, bro. This is a perfectly sensible fucking comment that got them blocked. Focus on the engine and not the politics. That got them fucking blocked, bro. Wanting the company to do what it's supposed to do and shut the fuck up about socio-political topics, that got them blocked. And now these dumbasses just lost a fucking a backer. And they proved that they're a titanium level backer. And I don't know what this diamond is in reference to, but they just said they're a titanium level backer and they have the credentials for the screenshot here on the backers page right here. So it's like what are you fucking doing? We've been seeing this a lot, like especially whenever it's Pride Month. You see these companies come out and just caping for LGBT causes, knowing damn well they don't really give a fuck about them. And it's just like, why can't you just sell me soda? Why the fuck do you have a rainbow flag as your profile picture? Like it's ridiculous. There's no escape from this shit. But anyway,
people just wanted Godot games, not gay games.
They issued a fucking statement. Oh, never mind. There's a link to the tweet as well as a screenshot. So I'm gonna read that screenshot now. The Godot Foundation. Go ahead, my bad.
Also, I just want to make us distract for a bit because the chat is now calling me Sepis. That's my evil twin now.
Sepis is Wayne's left-hand man. I hate y'all so much, bro.
I love it. Keep going, man. I'm very interested in this lore.
The Wayne Calker lore. Y'all need to make comic book universe win. Anyway. I hate y'all. The Godot Foundation okay, that's a typo. The Godot Foundation has issued the following official statement on the entire situation in the following tweet. On Friday, we made a tweet that unexpectedly led to a wave of harassment directed at our staff and community. Get fucked. A wave of harassment. You mean criticism? Warranted criticism about you being fucking idiots and blocking people for perfectly sensible tweets like, hey, why don't you just focus on the engine and not the pilot? I hate these people, bro. They're fucking annoying. Like, how do you block people who are your customers and backers for perfectly reasonable statements and then act like the fucking victims? It goes on to say, we unequivocally condemn this abuse. The volume of negative engagement overwhelmed our moderation efforts. While attempting to protect the Godot community, we mistakenly blocked individuals who were not participating in the program. Oh my God. While attempting to protect the Godot community, we mistakenly blocked individuals who were not participating in the harassment. The Godot Foundation Board takes full responsibility for these moderation actions. Jesus fucking Christ. If you believed you were blocked in error and have not violated our code of conduct, please contact us with the form linked below. We are committed to swiftly rectifying any mistakes. Excuse me. We firmly stand by our mission to keep our community spaces free from hate, discrimination, and other toxic behaviors. The Godot Foundation Board. What the fuck ever, man.
Behaviors like blocking, like toxic behavior like blocking your biggest investor.
They link to their video below. You can watch that on your own time if you want. The channel is called Game from Scratch, and they go into more detail about this article. But yeah, man, that's the entire controversy surrounding this engine. What I want to do is read some of the comments underneath the tweet just so we can get a more authentic feel about what's going on. Of course, there's Hypnotic goading them to fucking block him. Fucking mad lad. Look, son of fucking...
Look, son.
Oh my god. So yeah, Honey Moth pretty much gets it, I think. Normal replies. Devs sharing their projects and praising Godot. Hidden replies. People ranting because Godot support... Oh, never mind. They don't get anything. They're stupid.
Nah.
Yeah, they're being stupid.
NPC.
So this person's narrative is that... this person's narrative is that people are upset that Godot supports queer people when that's not even the fucking... I mean, there's a rainbow underneath it, but am I supposed to assume woke means gay? It can. That's not necessarily what the fuck it means. Whatever.
Basically, that's what they're pushing it to at this point, to where...
Look at this fucking reply. Right? Our actual community seems to have fun. Goal achieved. Like,
oh my god.
If I'm not crazy about this unnecessary virtue signaling, am I not a member of the community, despite being a user of your software? Or are you just going to block me too, like the coward you are? Not everything is virtue signaling. This is. If it has nothing to do with what you are doing, game company talking about queer stuff, then it is absolutely virtue signaling. Another fantastic point. No, it's boosting... Oh my fucking god. No, it's boosting queer game dev representation. That isn't virtue signaling, as it directly benefits them. I'm sure you guys get the fucking point now.
This next comment... I was gonna say, wait, the next comment gives me a little bit of hope in humanity now. Hang on.
As a gay guy, I don't care if the dev is gay or not. I only care they make a good game, and so far, queer devs have shown and proved they put their politics above making a good game. So yes, as a gay person, I'm sick of seeing gay diversity in game development. There we go. They don't give a fuck, bro. They don't care about gay people. Like, you don't count because you have a brain and fucking individuality. They don't give a shit about that. Like, it's really hard to not just get demoralized and facepalm whenever I read these fucking comments, bro, because it's just so many drones in the comment section trying to cape for Godot. Like, you're a games engine. We have these problems out of Opera browser, fucking what else? A bunch of other software pages talking about shit they have no business talking about as a company that's supposed to provide a singular service. Is so fucking dumb. And they just don't give a fuck about the swaths of customers they're losing as a result of this fucking virtue signal. Like right here, funny game dev. Can you focus on fixing / supporting bitmap fonts to properly import into your engine first instead of doing this sort of thing? It's decaying my project a lot, having to try to bug fix this with the little documentation you have for this. Like this is just like, this is no-brainer type shit. They're so absorbed in their politics, they don't even give a fuck to support their product. This is why people don't like this stupid shit. That's what it's indicative of.
Thank God that there's still some people on Twitter with common sense. That's keeping my faith in humanity on the level it is.
What's up, Rudy? Nice of you to join us. Why the fuck is everyone still making more Wayne Calker lore?
Because it's the most hilarious thing ever. Keep going.
Wayne Calker.
In fact, I wanted to keep going.
Now Wayne Calker makes pumpkin spice Starbucks coffee.
But I want to see the Wayne Calker lore continue after the stream into the next. I want a series.
I'm gonna have my own fucking fanfic by the end of this bitch. It's gonna be up on Wattpad. Admiral
give
Zach,
the audience ideas.
imagine having a social media manager this cringe. Oh my god,
Okay, here's my why is it that there's so many like social media managers or like human resource managers? Why are they always so bad?
That's not
Cross
even the right.
companies.
That's not even the right question. Why is it that the people that hired them seem to have ideological views that are the opposite of the people they hire? Because the CEO made a statement, I wish I had it on hand, and she blocked him on fucking Twitter. I think the same thing, people are saying the same thing happened with Sucker Punch. But this could easily have been a bait and switch. They give you one good game, just like Insomniac did. We're going to give you the Spider-Man game you want so that we have the funding for the Spider-Man game you need. Stupid shit. No one wanted Spider-Man 2 to be what it was, bro. Nobody. Anyway. This is not an uncommon problem. I'm going to read a couple more of these comments. Bring up another company.
That being said,
that's doing the same shit right now. Go ahead.
I was gonna say when you said like nobody wanted Spider-Man 2 the way it was, that is true. But at the same time, like we saw earlier in the comments, there's still gonna be a lot of drones, a lot of people shilling for the games. Like we're still trying to hype it, despite how knowingly bad it is. It always grates on my nerve.
Wayne Cocker plays SF6. I hate y'all so fucking much, bro. There's a lot of hidden. Let's see what the hidden replies. I gotta see these hidden replies now. Where are these at? Where are the hidden replies? How do I find them? Are these it? Hidden replies. Replying to Go.Engine. Me trying to live my life. The tuba right in his face. LGBT propaganda. Yep, sounds about right. That's a fact.
Oh my god, that is so true.
Oh my fucking god. LGBTQ propaganda is just understanding LGBTQ people exist and respecting them like any other person. The gaslighting continues, bro. My god. Yet the straight propaganda has been really tough.
Propaganda's been really tough recently.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. Mars, you gotta give Mars some good shout out.
What is this? I think they're just making fun of him, which is stupid. Woke is anti-gamer, woke is corporatism, woke is evil. Yep.
Because they can't prove him wrong, so all they can do is try to trash his character, his looks.
Yeah.
You ain't proving him wrong.
God arguments. Will you complain that people are using your open source model to create right-wing games without fear of having their license yanked? Probably.
What?
No, since they're virtue signaling, are they gonna bitch that people are gonna make right-wing games? Which hope they don't, because that shit is stupid too. Like the answer to political ideology is not more political ideology in the flavor you prefer. No, it's gonna further serve to dilute art and entertainment forever. It's stupid. Politics has no place in this realm.
Wait, scroll up. Let's scroll up a bit. It says 2025 is going to be rough for you.
Probably. Fortunately, you are open source. I'm not gonna boycott.
Nice, a curated list of games to avoid. Thanks. Yep, just like that Sweet Baby Inc. list.
I mean, no, because this is an open source engine. Literally anybody and their mama can use this engine to make a game, so there's no point in boycotting. For what? Like, as long as the person using the engine has integrity, You have nothing to worry about. Oh my god, this tweet. I can't read that. Oh my god, I can't read that. Holy shit. Vladimir Flashbang, what's up? Holy shit.
I don't think we would have ever seen a comment. I don't think we would have seen a comment like that before pre-Elon Musk.
Can someone just run a company as a company now? Y'all get the point. Like,
yeah.
Again, this has been a trend for years now, but it's still annoying to fucking see these companies just shit on their customer bases and not really give a shit about them and continue to virtual signal with socio-political angles when their company literally has nothing to do with any of that. It's ridiculous. What's the point?
Oh, says she can hear the anime voice saying that word.
Tepes hates the straight propaganda and Wayne hates the whiteness evil team on the Fish's Fin podcast. What the fuck? What is the Fish's Fin? What is the Fish's Fin fucking? What does that symbolize? What story does that? God damn it. Kaine, I sent you my creation. It's very important for the lore. I swear to God. Sham, you edited some shit together.
I wanna see the creation. I wanna see what it is.
The Fish's Fin with. It's a fish drinking a pumpkin spice latte. I hate you.
Wait, what? I need to see.
What the fuck is this, Sham? This is what the fuck he sent me. What the fuck is this?
Is it showing on the stream? Showing on the stream.
It's the Fish's Fin podcast. He has M. Bison in the left. I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about, man. Oh, fuck, I remember. We were done with reading the comments from that company. We were going to bring up another one.
Yeah, gay dot.
We might have time for one final topic after the next one, and then we're going to call it a night. Man, y'all have been fucking awesome. Thank y'all for showing up. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends.
Share it with your friends. Tag them on social media or whatever.
Follow Kaine Walker. Follow Kaine Walker on Twitter, and at this point, I should probably make a Wayne Cocker parody page.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be in charge of my Wayne Cocker parody page?
I was gonna say, follow us for the origin of Wayne Cocker.
Someone's gonna make a Wayne Cocker parody page. They're gonna do it. He's gonna have yellow skin and black eyes. Go ahead.
I mean, someone's gonna make a Sepis page too.
This is so stupid. M. Bison, a fish drinking a pumpkin spice latte. The Fish's Fin with Wayne Cocker. Y'all are fucking funny, man. Y'all are fucking hilarious. Shit.
That was good.
The next topic is gonna actually deal with a game that recently came to PC that nobody fucking talked about, by the way. That's what's really funny. Matter of fact, I saw the game on the Steam store and I'm like, I thought that shit was always on PC, forgetting damn well that it wasn't. Cause I got the game. I think I got that game a couple days after it released and beat it. The whole time I'm like, this shit isn't as good as the old God of Wars. Well, now you know what game it is. It's God of War. And I never bought the sequel, thank Christ. And instead, that is what inspired me to make the Dread Quest about the God of War trilogy. Glad I did that, by the way.
No, it's still
Go ahead.
It's a real damn kind of a shame how because when the original creator of God of War stated his opinion that he didn't really like the newer God of War games coming out,
Mm-hmm.
and then the God of War fan base just started shitting on the original creator.
It wasn't the God of War fan base. It was normies who liked the new games better. And as much as I defended David
It was
Jaffe, unfortunately, he's poisoned by ideological right as well. But I agree with him on that point that the games. Because how are you going to tell the creator that they're wrong about the vision they had for a fucking character? That's another thing that I hate when motherfuckers do. And I go over that in the latest video that's dropping today after this stream, actually. How creators will have a vision and then the audience is like, nuh-uh. Like, nah, bro, you can't tell me that. I fucking made it. Anyway, continue.
or or we should have a top discussion where when the creator paints his own vision. Rick Riordan.
Also, the guy who made Rorschach, that's a great antithesis to what I'm saying.
Alan Moore.
Yep.
Alan.
But anyway, any final thoughts before I open the next topic?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so we're all familiar with Nexus mods. How they ban anyone who tries to remove propaganda from games. They banned the guy who removed the LGBT flag from the Spider-Man game, which is funny because he didn't actually do any work. The only thing he did was turn on the Saudi Arabian version of the game. He didn't even do any extra work. The Saudi Arabian version doesn't have any pride flags in it. So, funny that. Right, so in their latest escapades, they banned a modder for quote-unquote whitewashing Agrabota in God of War Ragnarok. You see, Agrabota is a character from folklore, Norse folklore, mythology, that is white. Like, all the Norse characters in that mythos are white people. So, like, obviously this is ironically quoted. Agrabota is supposed to be white. The creators of this game made her a black chick. And the modder wanted to make an immersive mod that made the character the right skin color. But you can't have that. Nexus mods ban them. But I do want to take a second to shill some mod alternatives for anyone who wants to be free of the clutches of Nexus mods and their fucking tyranny when it comes to propaganda. Because for some reason, Nexus mods used to be very based. And they, like what happens all the time, activists got their hands on it, and now no one who's a free thinker can have any sort of say-so as to what they get to put in their own fucking video game that they purchase with their $70. But anyway, there's a mod company called, oh shit, Game Banana banned it too. That's stupid. So anyway, Based Mods is an alternative mod hosting platform where they don't ban you for your beliefs, and anyone can post anything, even woke people. Like, literally anyone. And then there's Deg Mods, who actually immediately sprang to this post talking about how the mod creator can post whatever they want on their site. So there's a lot of alternative mod sites springing up in opposition to Nexus, which is great. But this is just continuing the trend of companies being in favor of things they have no business being in favor of, because at the end of the day, it's just a fucking mod. Like, it doesn't really, it's not supposed to represent a particular political ideology at all, but that's the business that Nexus Mods is in nowadays, along with a lot of other fucking companies. I'm reading the comments. If you have something to say, you can say it. But yeah, modding sites should never take sides. Exactly. It's just kind of.
I'm reading the comments too.
Okay, so they have a Reddit article.
Eats it in secret, but denies
it. So it's a Reddit article.
Oh, Reddit, great.
I'm gonna put this shit in. I kind of wish they had like an actual article page, but yeah. So it says here, the modder whitewashed the dark-skinned Angrboda from God of War Ragnarok, but the files did not last even an hour on Nexus Mods. News and articles. On September 19th, the long-awaited release of the PC version of the game God of War Ragnarok took place, and many fans of the Kratos universe were waiting in anticipation for the correction of some inaccuracies of the developers that could not be corrected on console platforms, to which already in 2022 there were complaints from players during the release of the project on PlayStation. Just a few days later, an enthusiast named Comic Fan shared concepts and unfinished files for the dark-skinned heroine of God of War Ragnarok with white skin, to bring her closer to the description from Norse mythology. But just an hour later, the alternative version of Angrboda was deleted by Nexus Mods moderators without explanation. The author himself did not despair and decided to post his vision of the heroine on another resource called Game Banana, but in the end, his work suffered the same fate. And the moderators of the portal called the work of the 3D modeler discrimination and trolling, even though this is a character from Norse mythology that is originally white. Exactly. The modder essentially fixed it, because the character is not supposed to be black. It's a white character from fucking Norse mythology. But whatever.
So, this kind of reminds me of the brief controversy that came out when that My Adventures with Superman series was starting out, and everyone got a look at the race band Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane, and then some fan artists just made like a more like accurate version of what the characters look like.
They did not like that they made Lois look like herself. I remember that art piece. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they fixed Jimmy Olsen from being black to a ginger, or to a redhead like he's supposed to be.
They made Lois look like herself. Wild.
Yeah.
They hate the correct versions, but they don't want to give you original black characters. They want to take white characters and make them black. Go ahead.
Since we're talking about mythology, I think even Ripa pointed out about how Thor, like the Thor in the movies, like the whole Asgard universe always changed like so many of the side characters' races. We're supposed to be white by mythology's sake.
Yeah. Asgard is like the whitest place ever. I would say the whitest place on Earth, but they're not on Earth. Like, Asgard is like, I don't think it gets any whiter than Vikings, bro. I don't think it does.
Yeah, that's why I've noticed that even since the first Thor movie, it felt weird that they changed the side characters' races and like just out of the blue. No one said anything about that like way back then. I think that, or we just never heard about it. If anyone did say anything about it.
Who the fuck made Sham? Is that you? Somebody made a Wayne Cocker account.
Oh my god, no.
Asgard was 60. Asgard was 62% African American, actually. This is absurd.
Oh no.
Oh my god, y'all, it trolls.
They brought your nemesis to life.
I hate them. Comic Fan also explained Angrboda's model was a rip from PS5 and posted online. I modified it and saved it in FBX format. You or someone else will have to figure out how to add it to the game because I don't own it. I'm not a fan of the God of War series. I did this because I don't like modern Sony and Sweet Baby Inc. Excuse me. Angrboda's appearance in mythology was described as a giantess with beautiful red hair, and the skin color of the Jotuns is listed as light blue, but and the skin color of the Jotuns is listed as light blue, but nevertheless, in the works and visual arts of such northern countries as Denmark and Norway, in most cases she is shown as a red-haired girl with snow-white skin. Perhaps this was partly trolling since the mod was not finished and at the moment it cannot even be installed in the game, but nevertheless, a large number of players expressed that they were waiting for the release of the final version. Well, leave it to Nexus mods to kill another dream. Let's take a look at some of these comments. Rudy, he's coming out this December. Oh my god. When he hops on SF4, it's over. My bison is on lock. He is not going to do this.
Oh, this is gonna be funny, man.
I have to train. I can't let this happen. Sham is.
You're gonna be fighting. Wait, you're gonna be fighting Wayne on your next Dread Quest. No, your next choice.
Oh my fucking god! He's gonna first to 10 me with Wayne Cocker. Playing bison.
Oh.
This is so fucking stupid. Let's take a look at some of these comments. Honky Dory Donkey. Game has top surgery scars and custom character creator. Lefties. Oh my god, it's optional. If you don't like it, don't use it. It's a whirlwind magic. Anyway, game mod does something not politically correct. Lefties. This optional mod, which no one is forced to download, cannot be tolerated. Remove it from everything. I'm so sick of the culture war. I just want to play games without the bullshit. That's a fucking fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, it was always a double standard. I don't know what else people expect at this point. It was always going to be rules for me, rules for thee and none for me. But go ahead.
You know, I'm actually glad that there was a common sense comment on Reddit because the last time I looked at Reddit, I was so disappointed in the people I saw there.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say about Reddit?
I was saying that I'm glad that there's a common sense person on Reddit because the last time I checked Reddit on a different subject, I was so disappointed in the people I saw there.
Yeah, man. I can't remember the last time I looked to Reddit for any form of common sense. It's where everything goes to die, especially video games, but it's nice to see that certain subreddits exist. Probably not for long once the moderators catch wind of games piracy. I hope they have their own website or something. I wouldn't trust housing my news segments or articles or anything like that on Reddit. I wouldn't, but I'm glad that they have somewhere to post to. They have their Twitter page too. So as long as they're pretty much going on the list next to Niche Gamer, That Park Place, Bounding into Comics. A lot of these alternative culture war journalists. I'm gonna add him to the list for sure. What'd you say?
Kane, look out. Wayne is a Redditor.
Redditor, oh my god. Do you like pumpkin spice coffee? I bet Wayne loves Reddit and uses it daily. You know me so well. Mina says, I saw a video where a guy mentioned that in the very same game, they made slides for butt and boobs so small you can't have feminine. I mean, yeah, they make the breast and butt sliders small on purpose, but when you complain about it, you're a gooner who just wants to jerk off to porn. That's what they use to deflect. They want to shame you. They shame you because of your sexuality as a straight man. Whenever you bring that up. Top surgery scars are fine, though. In a world where you can just change your sex with a fucking magic spell or a potion, we have to have the scarring. Like, it's fucking stupid. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, all that gaslighting was on full blast when Stellar Blade came out.
That's a fact.
Just because of that, I want one. I'm probably gonna buy Stellar Blade just one of these days in the future, just because of that.
Get the physical copy. Funny how literally nude mods are allowed, but this one is not. LMAO, why leftists is so hypocritical. Meanwhile, Black Geralt mod is intact. Double standards at its finest. Hell, there are mods that turn the major NPCs in Skyrim to women. The mods are even called
Uh,
trans NPCs.
uh,
LMAO, Nexus mods are so fucking cucked, it's unreal. Look up based mod. Okay, so they already know about the alternative mod platforms, based mods, and what was that other one I found a second ago?
I did. Wasn't it called Dead Mods or something that you said earlier?
Ged mods, I believe. You guys might have to pull back the what were they called? Let me put them back on screen. Deg mods, DEG, Delta Echo Golf mods, yeah. But anyway, so you accept white to black, but can't accept black to white. So racist. Welcome to Western culture, exactly. I mean, you guys understand what's going on here. Every company is compromised. They hire, for some reason, even people who claim to not be proponents of the mainstream politics laden with our pop culture, hire these people. They're fucking CEOs and business owners, and they hire these people, and then they infiltrate. And it's so fucking wild, bro. It's all so fucking tiresome as well. Like, I don't understand. I want to grill, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Let me see. I think we have time for one final topic, and I appreciate you actually being able to stay for as long as you have, Soups. You didn't even have to leave early yet. That's dope. That's dope.
Uh, that I was gonna say. That being said, I think I am gonna have to start hopping off because
I shouldn't have said anything.
I had to start driving home. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, you're
But hey,
good, bro.
I got the 3 topics, man. I got the 3 topics.
Yeah, man, you were here for pretty much the majority of the stream. I think the next
I
thing I'm
got
going to talk
for the main.
about. Go ahead, my bad.
I was gonna say I got through the main topics. That's the goal achieved.
Yeah, the next topic is going to be Assassin's Creed Shadows being delayed.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, man, we can squeeze that in. Let me see.
Well, pull it up, and I want to say something about it before I go.
Okay. Do we even need to fucking talk about the PS5 Pro? Like, it's a scam. I think I talked about it last stream anyway.
Oh no.
I did. I talked about it episode 25.
Oh no, Kits, you are not doing that.
She's trolling me again, isn't she?
Or she's after me this time.
Zappos.
Said Sepus would have stayed. God damn it.
Zappos would have stayed. That's fucked up.
Ah.
Okay, so I have the article I'm going to be using as my centerpiece before we all enjoy our nights and go to bed at a reasonable time. But yeah, let me go ahead and throw it on screen so you can have your thoughts on it. This next one is going to be from Game Rant. Assassin's Creed Shadows development troubles detailed in new report. What do you have to say about it? You want to get some key takeaways in before you start talking?
Yeah, this game managed to achieve something. It pissed off the entire Japanese government.
The
You
entire
really had to be
Japanese
bad if you got the
populace.
damn if you got the entire if you got the entire country pissed off and stomping on you.
The
Oh,
entire the entire fucking country, bro. How do you piss off Japan nowadays? How do you piss off Japan? I had to correct that.
I mean, you just have to you got to spit in the face of their history. That's the one thing Japan is like super protective of.
Yeah, black people say do it for the culture. They ain't meant the Japanese. They have not met the fucking Japanese. They invented doing it for the culture, let me tell you.
Yeah, Japan is probably like was it? Well, not the strictest culture, but when it comes to like their people in their history, they don't fuck around. They don't fuck around.
Bro, a new representative got elected, and he said he was a communist, and somebody from the crowd killed him with a fucking katana. Had no
The samurai
remorse.
sword, man.
Bro, there's a
Oh, with a
photo of that.
samurai sword.
There's a photo of that shit. Like, did you see he had an oh shit face and everything,
Yeah,
bro.
see,
Wild. They do not
I've
fuck
I've
around. Go ahead.
I've seen that, man. I saw the original video too way back then. It was crazy. Yet this communist party leader was just talking, and then a dude just comes out, unsheathes a sword, like takes his stance, charges right at him, and gutted him. I'm like,
Yeah, but saying,
you wouldn't
go ahead.
like. I don't glorify violence, but damn, that was, ooh.
I don't either. The fact we're probably tiptoeing even talking about it because I could easily say something stupid. But anyway, yeah, Sandstorm. Yes, this game managed
Yeah,
to
I'm trying
piss
not to
off.
get. Yeah, I'm trying not to get the show pulled off air.
But yeah, Sandstorm. Can I call you Sandy? Anyway, yeah, it managed to piss off tons of the Japanese populace and the Japanese government. Yeah, they're looking at this. They even noticed the fucking Wikipedia shit going down with them rewriting Yasuke's history and everything. It was an entire debacle a while ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
I remember that
crazy.
too. Oh, and let's not forget the figurine that they put up with the pillar that resembled the monument in from the was it the Hiroshima bombing? That really ticked them off. Oh, that pissed off Japan bad.
Let me get into reading some of this. Get some of the key takeaways out of the way. It says Ubisoft Quebec developers have reportedly been asking for an Assassin's Creed Shadows delay for months before the requests were granted. The game's 3-month delay will be used not just for fixing bugs, but also for changing some of its story aspects and mechanics, a new report claims. What? That game is going to need way more than 3 months for that. Do you know how far along this game is into development for them to be trying to rip the story? This game, if we didn't think this game was going to be shit before, unless they had a script on standby, this game is raw sewage, bro. It's fucked. What the fuck? They're making foundational changes this late? 3 months? Those developers are gonna be sleeping under their desk, bro. They better have nets
They're
up.
gonna get abused worse than gonna be treated worse than Naughty Dog's employees during Last of Us too.
Disobedient canine. Oh my fucking god, dude. Next one. Assassin's Creed Shadows pre-order numbers are said to be solid, but still below Assassin's Creed Valhalla's. What does solid mean? Did you make your money back? Anyway, whatever.
Wait, solid what?
The pre-orders are solid in quotation marks. We don't know what solid means. It's not a real answer. But comparing it to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's not as good. It performed below that game.
I mean, I could take a guess of how solid it is. Is it solid shit? A solid
LG.
scam? A solid
Solid trash.
ripoff? A solid
Metal Gear Solid garbage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Okay, I already read that. Assassin's Creed Shadows developers have been trying to get the game delayed for months until Ubisoft finally relented. According to a new report from a well-known industry insider, the same source also provided some additional insights into the ongoing development troubles of Assassin's Creed Shadows. The upcoming game has been in development since late 2018. What the fuck? Anyway, according to several LinkedIn profiles of Ubisoft Quebec employees, and while the companies originally committed to a November 15th release date for Assassin's Creed Shadows, it subsequently announced a 3-month delay in late September 2024. Ubisoft called a desire to spend more time on polishing the game as the main reason for postponement.
Yeah, we all know that's BS.
There's a 2-minute video. Assassin's Creed Shadows hit with big delay release date. Big release date delay, pre-orders refunded, and then there's comments underneath this. Well, this is unfortunate. Gee hee hee hee. We all know why they skipped Tokyo and now why they just delayed it. Goodbye, Ubisoft. It was fun while it lasted. Nobody asked for. I don't know if I can read that. I don't know if I can read that. We want a Japanese samurai.
It's not the end. It's not the end where you could read that.
Nobody asked for a Nigerian samurai. We want a Japanese samurai. If not, don't expect any sales at all. That's a bummer. I don't want a refund because I don't want to lose my collect. Somebody bought the collector's edition.
Do you want? How do you want the statue?
Statue art book, man. They give physical items for this fucking game? I didn't get a fucking statue for Darksiders 1 or 2? Get the... Man. I'm mad as fuck. Anyway.
Bro.
Back to the article. Assassin's Creed Shadows devs have reportedly spent months asking for a delay. A new report from Insider Gaming's Tom Henderson has now shed some additional light on the circumstances surrounding this turn of events, claiming that Ubisoft Quebec developers have spent the last several months trying to get Assassin's Creed Shadows delayed. How many times are you going to say that? But their requests were only granted after Star Wars... Go ahead.
A bit off topic, but you know what else I heard was like being delayed or probably not gonna happen now?
Why?
The Insomniac Spider-Man 2 DLC that was supposed to come out. I hear they're not doing that. I mean, I don't have a source on this yet, but I hearing rumors that they're not gonna continue on that anymore.
Oh yeah, I heard that it was supposed to involve Null. I'm kind of glad that shit won't come to pass because it's a waste of a good arc. And it's completely rushed. Like, if you saw... Fuck, this is another tangent. I don't want to talk about that game. Anyway.
I mean, point is... Well, for one, I heard it was going to be Carnage first. But anyways.
Okay.
Point is, I heard that one also wasn't going to continue now because... Yeah, it wasn't well received anymore. They didn't make as much money as they wanted to.
Imagine playing as Carnage. Playing as Carnage for the first time. We've never gotten to play as Carnage. That shit would be fire. But, yeah. Anyway.
It would be fire, but in the Insomniac universe, that would be
in this age, no, probably not.
It's like that Wario meme. I won, but at what cost?
It's like the Bart Simpson's Monkey Paw meme. That's part of what inspired this fucking podcast. Fuck. Man. Let me continue on a little bit.
All right, but I'm gonna have to. But now I really have to start hopping off though. The place is closing up around me.
Bro, thank you for staying for as long as you did. Have a wonderful night. The chat, thanks you for being here. I saw Ket's wish you farewell earlier or something she said about you taking care or something.
Nah, she said Sepus would have stayed.
Yeah, some before that though. That was fucked.
But hey, no, that was funny though. I take no offense. Oh yeah, I see Cat saying, "See you, Soups, champ. See you, Soups. Nice seeing y'all. Nice seeing new faces on here. Glad to be here. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.
Peace, man. I don't believe I've seen you before, Nicholas McLean. I'm just gonna call you Nick. Nice of you to join us, man. Appreciate you. See seer or whatever. God damn it. Continuing on with the article. Excuse me. Been reading and talking a lot. Okay. Their requests were only granted after Star Wars Outlaws underperformed sales and expectations. Fuck, that's another game I didn't even get a chance to talk about at length. I think that's gonna be the one of the next games I talk about during an episode. It's still gonna be relevant. There's still gonna be other dumpster fires dropping. Plus, with me reviewing some of these shows that are coming out with the same symptoms we're finding in the game. And it, man, there's so much bullshit going on. Even old shit is still relevant because of the new shit. It's ridiculous. But anyway, they got the request granted after Star Wars Outlaws underperformed sales expectations and was criticized for a variety of technical issues. Technical issues? There was way more than technical issues people were criticizing it for, but you were falling through the map like a motherfucker in that game. I saw that. There were compilations. People were trying to talk that game up, and during their gameplay, something catastrophic would happen. Like, you will fall through the entire world and the game would crash. It was hilarious. But anyway, aside from ironing out bugs, Ubisoft Quebec intends to use the extra 3 months it was given for the development to address some cultural and historical accuracy concerns. If they're planning on changing out the characters now, it's too fucking late. This is a decision that people wanted you to make in the beginning. As in, before you announce this piece of shit. You're a day late and $1 fucking short. Anyway, to address some cultural and historical accuracy concerns that the Japanese community raised about the game, the report states, citing unnamed sources familiar with the matter. They ignored the shit out of those Japanese comments regarding Assassin's Creed Shadows, man. They didn't give a fuck about the opinion of the Japanese populace. And they really didn't give a fuck once the government got involved either, until now that they're on the precipice and at the edge, on the verge of fucking bankruptcy. Is anyone going to bail Ubisoft out? That's a good question. Do any of y'all think that someone is going to come along and try to save Ubisoft? I don't even want to say this out loud because it might fuck around and happen. I had a specific company in mind buying Ubisoft. I'm not even going to say that shit out loud. Matter of fact, I'm going to knock on wood. Do y'all think anyone's going to bail them out? Host says no. I fucking hope not. BlackRock. It's all good, Sham. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you being here. Expanding on the lore of my fucking evil twin. Probably not. Microsoft, maybe. I'll see you on SF4. Oh my god. Marvelous Misadventures of Wayne Calker. Wayne Calker is gonna put me in a compilation. This is gonna be stupid. Okay. Ubisoft is reportedly changing some of Yasuke's story in Assassin's Creed Shadows. As part of these efforts, the developers are reportedly planning to change bits of Yasuke's story and the way he's portrayed in the game, Henderson claims. Revising certain architectural details and reviewing Assassin's Creed Shadows' overall portrayal of its historical setting are also on the studio's newly expanded agenda. as per the same source. Although some of these items would ordinarily be completed much earlier during development, Ubisoft reportedly involved historical experts and consultants in Assassin's Creed Shadows later than usual, given the project's ambitious scope. Assassin's Creed Shadows pre-order numbers are reportedly below Valhalla's. Aside from addressing historical accuracy concerns, the delay is also meant to give Ubisoft Quebec more time to revise some of the game's mechanics. Henderson claims, in terms of pre-release commercial performance, the Insider's latest report saw him reiterate his prior claim that Assassin's Creed Shadows pre-order numbers are solid, quotation marks. Be that as it may, they still haven't matched those of Valhalla, possibly because the 2020 entry was a cross-gen title that was consequently available to a significantly larger console audience. We don't have that fucking excuse anymore. Everything is cross-play now with you fucking finessing the shit out of PlayStation owners. Pretty much every next-gen game that has come out has been available for the PS4, so you motherfuckers have over 3 consoles that pretty much every release is on, so that's not a fucking excuse. PS4, PS5, Xbox Series S, I think that shit is called now. And PC would have been later. PC always gets some console exclusive late, but that's beside the fucking point. I don't think that shit's an excuse. I don't think it has anything to do with Valhalla being a next-gen, a cross-gen title. I think it has to do with Valhalla not having any fucking politics in it, and it not being sold on the back of social fucking justice. That's what I think it fucking was. Imagine pre-ordering Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, imagine. Historical experts like that guy who is trying to rewrite Japanese history. Yeah, didn't that guy come out and say that his book was fake? I forgot his name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Moving on. Aside from delaying the next mainline entry in its flagship franchise, Ubisoft recently also announced an internal probe into its struggles. The company said that the investigation is geared toward identifying ways in which it could improve its game development practices. Okay, where are we? Assassin's Creed Shadows. Assassin's Creed Shadows is the 14th major installment in the Assassin's Creed franchise, and this time it takes place in Japan. Oh, this is just a fucking description of the game, my bad. Let's take a look at these comments. There's only 2 comments on here. So what's new? These things were known since trailers dropped out. Buggy trailers is a lot more than broken promises from a stale company. Ubisoft is failing, and they deserve it for putting out recycled games over and over again. I mean, yeah, a lot of people have complained about Ubisoft being cookie cutter, boring, and sloppish, and lazy with their design since before even the politics seeped in, but, you know, that's just how it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be all of our topics for tonight. The entire week has been plagued with companies not knowing their fucking place in the market, caring much more about politics than they care about providing a good fucking service. Customer bases complaining to them that they have failed to deliver while getting on Twitter to fucking promote causes that they're not a part of. Like, it's ridiculous. Companies delaying games because their customers are vehemently upset. Bomb after bomb after bomb when it comes to movies, video games, TV. I still haven't even talked about Agatha All Along yet. That's probably going to be on the list for topics to broach on the show next time, on top of a review coming out based on that show. I think episode 4 is coming out soon. God fucking help me. Oh, and there's a video that's dropping pretty much after this stream. You'll likely see it in the morning. Unless you're planning on staying up till fucking 11 or 10. 10 or 11, whatever. Just checking to see if the audience has any lingering thoughts before I close out the stream. Once again, I want to thank y'all for joining me, man. Spread this stream like a disease I will not reference. It could be any disease. You don't know which one. Sorry to hear about that power outage. But if no one has any lingering thoughts about any of the topics I've broached tonight, once again, thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube things, and click the links in the description to keep your fingers on the pulse of Cosmogoth. This has been your gracious host, Kaine Walker. I'm signing off, and I will see you all again next time. Oh, and one more thing. Follow me on Twitter, please. Just so you guys know where I am. Follow me on Twitter. Let me fucking show you. Let me show you my Twitter. If you have a Twitter account, I'm on Twitter. Follow me, please. I make based comments from time to time. There we go. Hey, there I am. Kaine Walker, 910 posts, writing concepts expert. Subscribe if you would like tips on how to improve your writing. Yada yada. I guess I'm in the media commentary space now too. So yeah, that's me. All my links right here on my Twitter page. But anyway, that's enough shilling. Peace.